G L E S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know what it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General, also a fourth of the Battle Bird Podcast. If you have not done it, make sure you hit that sub button right down there, and also hit the bell right next to it, man. Notification game, let you know when I put up all this flavor. There's also a like button. Gotta smash that. You know what I mean? Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, y'all. Make sure you share, man. Let everybody know where you're getting this flavor from. Listen, today we need to talk because it's been way too long. I'm tired of hearing way too many reports. I'm tired of hearing this deal and that deal and whatever. The newest thing is Zach Ertz will be included with the Carson Wentz trade. I don't know about that. Would that sweeten the pot? Probably. But then you hearing that Zach Ertz and the Philadelphia Eagles, they're cool with, both of them are just fine with parting ways. And now you hear that he can either go to the Colts or he can go to Seattle. I can see him in Seattle. They like older tight ends. They just picked up one last year, Greg Olsen. So they like older tight ends that's past their prime. So go ahead, you can go on over there, see what you can get out trading him for that. But let's get to this Carson Wentz thing real fast. My thing is that Howie Roseman botched this. The Howie Roseman botched this. Did he fumble the ball? No pun intended. Did he expose his hand? Did he want too much? First of all, for you to say that you wanted to, if these are all reports, y'all. Every single day was a different report, but yet and still Carson Wentz is still in an Eagles uniform. Every day it's a new one. First it was he wanted the Matthew Stafford deal. Then it was he'll take a first. Then it was the Colts. The Colts was wanted to give up 2 seconds and a third. Then it was the Bears. Nobody knows what they're giving up. I don't even think they're in contempt because when you really look at it, the Bears are desperate. So they would be the first one to really try to take Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? When you really break it down, they are desperate because Matt Nagy and the GM over there, they hang by a thread. This probably their last year. If you don't get something done, or if you don't bring a quarterback in there that's going to be better than the quarterbacks that you have had in Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles, then you up there in that creek. And you know what creek I'm talking about. So I think that they would have been the first to jump on it. I don't even know if they're in content. I think that Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman are they're trying to give out all these leaks, should I say, that ain't real leaks. I think some of the Carson Wentz stuff, and I'm not blaming the Carson Wentz stuff on them. I'm going to tell you what I'm blaming on them in a minute. I think that most of the Carson Wentz stuff is that's leaked is bullcrap. I think most of the potential trade stuff is bullcrap. Because you probably only have the Colts. They came here with a deal, 2 second-round picks, a third-round pick, if that's the deal. And they said, find somebody else that's going to give you something better than that. See, the thing is, the GM over there with the Colts and Frank Wright and all them guys, they smart. They not stupid. You know what they can say? Yeah, we're a quarterback away, but we can get another quarterback. I mean, we was close to going to the AFC Championship this year with a 40-year rule. So our team is stacked. We don't need you. You kind of need us. Would we like to have Carson Wentz? You damn Skippy. But we don't need you, Mr. Howie Roseman. So this is the deal. Ain't nobody sending you nothing better than this. And you need to take it. And I think Howie's like, all right, well, let me put this in that Chicago's in, and then there's another anonymous team. All these anonymous sources and anonymous teams, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. I think Howie Roseman played his hand too close. And not only that, from all these, I think, fake news of he's uncoachable and he's a locker room hazard. When you got guys coming to, you know, we believe in that stuff, but you got guys coming to his rescue. I ain't even gonna say rescue, but, you know, they protecting him, you know, and they're not anonymous sources. But we believe in anonymous sources. We're believing in anonymous trades, basically. I don't think there's anybody on the table for Carson Wentz other than the Indianapolis Colts. And they are putting a foot down in the sand, and they're telling you either pitch a beach chair or go play volleyball with somebody else. Because right now, this is where we draw the line. 2 seconds and a third. And when you look at it, I'm not even worried about the picks. Have I been saying on here, you should be able to get a first for him? I did. But I was just saying 1 first. 2 seconds and a third, that could be better than 1 first. But here's the thing. It don't matter what the pick is if Howie doesn't draft it right. Because we're not going to be looking at what they got initially for Carson Wentz. We're going to be looking at who they got for Carson Wentz. Meaning, what draft did you draft with that exact pick to where as though Carson Wentz is over there probably in the AFC Championship? Yeah, I said it. Because they almost beat the Bills this year. You think with Frank Reich coaching Carson Wentz that they won't be able to probably go to the AFC Championship at least? I think so. I don't care about Kansas City. I don't care about the Bills. I don't care because they're not in our conference. But what I'm saying is, I think that they are a quarterback away, and they're looking at it like, we would like this quarterback, but we got other ways of getting one too. So I don't know what Howie's going to do, but the one thing that you can't do is keep trying to let this thing play out like it's people going back and forth betting on Carson Wentz and they not. And you end up getting just 1 4th round pick out of this because you need to get rid of him because you want a time stamp too. What is it, June 1st? It's almost March. So you want a time stamp too. And Indianapolis like, oh, okay. Every week that go by, the pick go down. It was 2 1/3. Now it's going to be 2 1/4 or a 5th. You keep playing, it's going to be 2/3. Howie, you better get this job done. You want, I know, and I understand you don't want Carson Wentz to go, probably, but he don't want to be there. He don't want to be there. You got to let him go, man. You just got to let him go. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. I think Howie botching this. I think that he thinks he's smarter than everybody else. And that's probably one of his main problems. He thinks that he can outthink football guys doing football things. No, you can outthink the cat. Kudos to that. But I don't know about you outthinking these football guys doing football things. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.